The night is cold in Yuba City, California, a quiet town where fields stretch under a starless sky. It is February 24th, 1978, and the air hums with a restless chill, as if the land itself senses something wrong. 5 young men, Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, Jackie Hewitt, and Gary Mathias, pile into a 1969 Mercury Montego, their laughter cutting through the darkness. They are headed to Chico, 50 miles north, to watch a college basketball game, a ritual for these close friends who share a love for sports and a bond forged through their challenges. Known fondly as the boys by their families, they carry mild disabilities, yet live with a fierce independence. But this night, they drive into a mystery that will haunt California for decades. The Yuga County Five, as they will be called, vanish into the Plumas National Forest, leaving only questions and a shadow that lingers. Their story is a wound, its beginning a chilling whisper of a tragedy yet to unfold. Yuba City in 1978 is a place of hard work and simple joys. Nestled in the Sacramento Valley, it is a community of farmers, veterans, and families who lean on faith and tradition. The boys, aged 24 to 32, are part of this world, living with their parents in modest homes. Ted Wire, 32, is a gentle giant, his autism making him shy but warm, a janitor who walks miles to see friends. Jack Madruga, 30, a proud Army veteran, cherishes his turquoise Montego, rarely letting others drive it. Bill Sterling, 29, and Jackie Hewitt, 24, are quieter, their intellectual disabilities softened by their love for basketball. Gary Mathias, 25, carries a heavier burden, schizophrenia, managed with medication, his Army past marked by psychotic episodes. The boy in the box is a void, their bond a light that flickers in the dark. The boys are inseparable, their friendship rooted in the Gateway Projects, a non-profit for adults with disabilities. They play basketball for the Gateway Gators, a team that gives them purpose. On February 25th, they are set to compete in a Special Olympics tournament in Sacramento, a chance to win a week-long trip to Los Angeles. Their uniforms are laid out, their excitement palpable. Ted asks his mother to wash his new white sneakers, saying, "We got a big game Saturday, don't let me oversleep." But the night before, they decide to drive to Chico to see UC Davis play Chico State, a last chance to cheer their favorite team. The boy in the box is a shadow, their journey a path into the unknown. The drive to Chico is routine, a 50-mile trip along Highway 70 or Route 99, merging near Oroville. They leave around 5:40 p.m., with Jack driving, picking up Jackie last. The game at Chico State's Art Acker Gym starts at 7:45 p.m., and the boys, distinctive in their closeness, are noticed by the local newspaper editor, standing apart from the crowd. After the game, they stop at a convenience store, buying snacks and drinks, their faces caught on grainy surveillance. It is the last time they are seen alive. The night swallows them, their laughter fading into silence. The boy in the box is a chill, their disappearance a scream that echoes through the forest. By early morning on February 25th, their parents grow uneasy. Bill's mother checks his room at 2 a.m., finding it empty. She calls Jackie's mother, then the others, confirming none have returned. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, phones the Yuba County Sheriff's Department, her voice tight with worry. "He always calls if he's late," she says. "He's never stayed out overnight." The police, led by Deputy Jim Harris, begin a search, issuing an attempt to locate for the 5 men. The boys' excitement for their game makes their absence alarming. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. The boy in the box is a specter, their absence a fire that burns through their families' hearts. 4 days later, on February 28th, a ranger finds Jack's Mercury Montego in Plumas National Forest, 70 miles from Chico, on a snowy mountain road far from their route home. The car, stuck in a snowbank, is in working order, its gas tank a quarter full. There are no signs of a crash, no blood, no struggle. Candy wrappers and soda cans litter the seats, remnants of their last stop. The keys are gone, the boys nowhere to be found. Why did they drive into the Sierra Nevada, a place none of them knew? The boy in the box is a wound, the car a haunting clue that leads nowhere. The Plumas National Forest is a vast, unforgiving wilderness, its peaks cloaked in snow. In 1978, it is a place of isolation, its dirt roads treacherous in winter. The boys, dressed for a basketball game, not a hike, are unprepared for its harshness. Search parties, hampered by sleet and snow, comb the area with helicopters and horses. But the forest guards its secrets. The public, stirred by news reports, whispers of foul play or a wrong turn. The boys' disabilities make their decision to abandon the car baffling. Were they lost or led astray? The boy in the box is a shadow, its discovery a maze with no exit. Yuba City waits, its heart heavy with dread. The boys' families cling to hope, offering a $2,600 reward for information. Flyers with their faces spread across California, their smiles a stark contrast to the mystery. The case, dubbed the Yuga County Five, grips the nation, its strangeness earning it a grim nickname, the American Dyatlov Pass. No one can explain why they drove into the mountains, why they left the car, or where they went. The boy in the box is a chill, it's beginning a call to face the dark. The forest looms, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuga County Five endure, their disappearance a haunting refrain. The car, the snow, the empty road, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. What happened to Ted, Jack, Bill, Jackie, and Gary? The case is a specter, its mystery a whisper that shakes the valley. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuga County Five remain, their story a wound that will not heal, a shadow that stretches across time. The snow falls heavy in Plumas National Forest, blanketing the Sierra Nevada in a silence that swallows sound. It is late February 1978, and the Yuga County Five, Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, Jackie Hewitt, and Gary Mathias, have vanished. Last seen leaving a Chico basketball game, their turquoise Mercury Montego was found abandoned on a remote forest road, 70 miles from their intended path. The car, stuck in a snowbank, holds candy wrappers and soda cans, but no trace of the men. The search for the five friends, known for their mild disabilities and tight bond, begins with urgency, but the forest, vast and unforgiving, guards its secrets. The Yuga County Five is a wound, its search a chilling whisper of hope lost in the wilderness. The Yuba County Sheriff's Department, led by Deputy Jim Harris, mobilizes on February 25, 1978, after the men's families report them missing. The boys, set to play in a Special Olympics basketball game that morning, never returned home, their absence a jagged tear in their parents' lives. Search teams assemble in Oroville, the nearest town to the forest, their faces grim against the sleet. Helicopters buzz over the treetops, their blades slicing through the fog, while volunteers on foot and horseback scour the rugged terrain. The forest, spanning thousands of acres, is a labyrinth of pines and cliffs, its roads treacherous with ice. The Yuba County Five is a void, the search a scream into the dark. The Mercury Montego, found February 28th on a service road near Oroville, is the focal point. Parked at 2,600 feet elevation, it is far from the boys' road back to Yuba City. The car is in good condition, its keys missing, but its engine functional. No blood, no signs of struggle, only snacks from their Chico stop. Why did they drive here? Into a wilderness they did not know? The men, dressed in light jackets for a basketball game, are unprepared for the sub-zero temperatures. Their disabilities, autism for Ted, intellectual challenges for Bill and Jackie, schizophrenia for Gary, make their decision baffling. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the car a haunting clue that leads nowhere. Searchers face a brutal landscape. Plumas National Forest in winter is a frozen maze, its trails buried under 3 feet of snow. Winds whip through the canyons, dropping temperatures to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. The boys, without coats or gear, could not survive long. Teams focus on a 20-mile radius around the car, checking cabins, creeks, and cliffs. Bloodhounds sniff the Montego, catching no scent beyond the seats. Footprints, faint in the snow, lead a short distance before vanishing. The forest seems to mock the effort, its vastness swallowing every trace. The Yuba County Five is a chill, the terrain a maze with no exit. Families cling to hope, their anguish fueling the search. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, begs for news, her son's pride in his car making its abandonment unthinkable. Ted's brother, Robert, recalls his excitement for the Special Olympics, his white sneakers ready for the game. The parents pooled $2,600 for a reward, their plea broadcast on Sacramento radio. Flyers with the men's faces, Ted's shy smile, Gary's intense eyes, blanket Northern California, pinned to trees and gas stations. The public, gripped by the mystery, joins the effort, their boots crunching through snow. The Yuba County Five is a specter, the family's grief a fire that burns without light. Early clues deepen the puzzle. A ranger notes the car's tires could have been freed from the snowbank with effort, yet it was left behind. A map found crumpled in the glove box shows no markings, offering no hint of their destination. The candy wrappers, Clark bars, milkshakes, suggest the men were calm, not fleeing danger. Yet the forest's remoteness, far from any town, raises questions. Were they lured, lost, or chasing a purpose no one understands? The police consider Gary's schizophrenia, wondering if a delusion led them astray. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its clues a riddle that taunts the searchers. The media amplifies the desperation. The Sacramento Bee runs headlines, 5 men missing in Sierra Wilderness. Chico's local paper, the Enterprise Record, details the boys' disabilities, stirring public sympathy. Radio stations urge listeners to report sightings, their voices heavy with dread. The case, dubbed the American Dyatlov Pass, draws comparisons to the 1959 Russian mystery, its strangeness gripping the nation. Theories of foul play, a wrong turn, or supernatural forces swirl, each feeding the public's fear. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the media's storm a call to face the dark. Days turn to weeks, and the search falters. Blizzards halt helicopters, snow buries trails, and volunteers tire. The police, stretched thin, find no tracks, no clothing, no signs of life. The forest, a silent giant, seems to guard the men, its depths unyielding. Families hold vigils, their prayers rising into the cold air. The boys' Gateway Gators teammates waiting for their friends feel the weight of their absence. The Yuba County Five is a chill, the search a scream that fades into silence. Pluma's National Forest stands, its pines a wall against the truth. The Yuba County Five endure, their search a haunting refrain. The car, the snow, the empty forest. They are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. Where did the boys go? What drew them into the wilderness? The case is a specter, its early efforts a whisper that shakes Yuba City. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra Nevada. The summer sun barely pierces the dense canopy of Plumas National Forest, where shadows cling to the pines like ghosts. It is June 4th, 1978, more than 3 months since the Yuba County Five. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, Jackie Hewitt, and Gary Mathias vanished after a basketball game in Chico, California. Their Mercury Montego, found abandoned on a snowy forest road, offered no answers, only candy wrappers and a missing key. Search efforts faltered against the Sierra Nevada's winter wrath, leaving families in Yuba City to pray for miracles. Now, as the snow melts, a grim discovery unfolds, revealing 4 bodies in a scene so bizarre, it defies reason. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its revelations a chilling whisper of death in the wilderness. The discovery begins with a group of motorcyclists riding through the forest near a remote Forest Service trailer, 20 miles from the abandoned car. They notice a foul smell, a heavy decay that stops them cold. Inside the trailer, its window broken, lies Ted Wyer's body, emaciated and frozen in a shroud of 8 bedsheets. He is 32 but looks far older, his beard long and matted, his feet frostbitten and gangrenous. Weighing just 90 pounds, half his normal weight, he died of starvation and hypothermia, the coroner later confirms. The trailer, stocked with food and heat, is a cruel paradox, salvation within reach yet untouched. The Yuba County Five is a void, Ted's death a scream into the dark. Searchers, alerted by the motorcyclists, fan out from the trailer. Within a mile they find Jack Madruga and Bill Sterling, their bodies ravaged by the elements. Jack, 30, lies face up in a clearing, his clothes weathered but intact, his death attributed to exposure. Bill, 29, is nearby, his remains scattered by animals, identified only by dental records. Both died within weeks of disappearing, the coroner estimates, their bodies left to the forest's mercy. The scene is haunting. Why did they not seek shelter? The Yuba County Five is a shadow, their deaths a maze with no exit. Further searching uncovers Jackie Hewitt, 24, the youngest of the group. His body, partially decomposed, lies under a tree, covered by a jacket. Like Jack and Bill, he succumbed to hypothermia, his light clothing no match for the Sierra's cold. The men, found in a rough line from the car to the trailer, suggest a desperate trek through the snow. Yet the distances, Jack and Bill closer to the car, Ted and Jackie farther, raise questions. Did they separate, or were they led? The Yuba County Five is a chill, their discovery a riddle that deepens the mystery. The trailer itself is a puzzle that chills the blood. Inside, unopened cans of food, enough to sustain the men for months, sit untouched on shelves. A propane tank capable of heating the trailer is unlit, its valve closed. Matches are scattered on the floor, yet no fire was started. Ted, who survived longest, perhaps weeks, did not eat or warm himself, though his hands were free. His feet, swollen with frostbite, suggest he walked miles before collapsing. Why did he not use the supplies? Was he too weak, confused, or prevented? The Yuba County Five is a specter, the trailer a haunting clue that mocks reason. Gary Mathias, 25, remains missing, his absence a gaping wound. His schizophrenia, controlled by medication, fuels speculation. Did he lead the group astray or flee alone? His pills, found in the car, suggest he was without them, potentially spiraling into delusion. The police search for his remains, but the forest yields nothing. The other 4, bound by their disabilities and friendship, were unlikely to venture into the wilderness without guidance. Gary's role, if any, is a shadow that looms over the case. The Yuba County Five is a wound, Gary's absence a fire that burns without light. The discovery shocks Yuba City. Families, clinging to hope for 3 months, collapse under grief. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, weeps for her son, his car a symbol of pride, now a marker of loss. Ted's mother, Imogene, visits his grave, unable to fathom his starvation amid food. The coroner's findings, hypothermia for 3, starvation for Ted, offer no comfort. The media, from the Sacramento Bee to national outlets, splashes the news. 4 of Yuba 5 found dead. The public, gripped by the case's strangeness, demands answers. Why did they abandon the car? Why did Ted not eat? The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the media a call to face the dark. Investigators grapple with the bizarre circumstances. The men's light clothing, jeans, jackets, no boots, suggests no plan for a mountain trek. The trailer's supplies, untouched, point to confusion or restraint. Footprints from February, erased by snow, offer no path. The police consider foul play, but no signs of violence mark the bodies, save for nature's toll. The boys' disabilities, Ted's autism, Jackie's and Bill's intellectual challenges, make their journey inexplicable. Was Gary, with his army training, their leader, or a victim? The Yuba County Five is a chill, the investigation a scream that fades into silence. Pluma's National Forest stands, its pines a silent witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their discovery a haunting refrain. Ted, Jack, Bill, Jackie, their bodies are found, but their story is incomplete. Gary, still missing, is a ghost in the wilderness. The trailer, the untouched food, the frozen trail, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. What drove them into the forest? What kept them from salvation? The case is a specter, its grim findings a whisper that shakes California. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuga County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra. The pines of Plumas National Forest stand like sentinels, their branches heavy with secrets that refuse to fall. It is 2025, and the Yuga County Five case, born in the frozen night of February 24th, 1978, remains a shadow that haunts California. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt were found dead in June 1978, their bodies scattered across the wilderness, victims of hypothermia and starvation. But Gary Mathias, the fifth man, is a ghost, his body never found, his fate a void that deepens the mystery. His schizophrenia, his army past, his leadership among the group, they make him a specter within the tragedy. The Yuba County Five is a wound, Gary's disappearance a chilling whisper that echoes through the forest, unanswered and eternal. Gary Mathias, 25 in 1978, was different from the others. While Ted, Jack, Bill, and Jackie shared mild intellectual disabilities or autism, Gary's struggle was mental illness. Diagnosed with schizophrenia, he carried a history of psychotic episodes, some violent, from his time in the army. Stationed in Germany, he was discharged after a breakdown, returning to Yuba City under medication. Stelazine and Cogentine kept his demons at bay, allowing him to work as a landscaper and play basketball with the Gateway Gators. His friends trusted him, his sharp mind a guide despite his illness. The Yuba County Five is a void, Gary's role a light that flickers in the dark. The Mercury Montego, found abandoned on a snowy forest road, held a clue to Gary's state. His medication bottles, unopened, were in the glove box, meaning he was without them for days, perhaps weeks. Schizophrenia, untreated, could plunge him into paranoia or delusions, his reality warped by voices or visions. Did Gary, unmedicated, lead the group into the Sierra Nevada, chasing a phantom only he could see? The other four, loyal and trusting, would have followed, their disabilities making them less likely to question him. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, Gary's illness, a haunting question that lingers. The discovery of the other four men, Ted in a trailer, Jack, Bill, and Jackie in the woods, sharpened the mystery of Gary's absence. Ted survived longest, starving amid unopened food, his frost-bitten feet suggesting a long trek. Jack and Bill, dead of exposure, were closer to the car, Jackie nearby under a tree. Gary, however, left no trace, no body, no clothing, no sign. The trailer, 20 miles from the car, was a place he might have reached, given his army training. Did he abandon his friends or was he taken? The Yuba County Five is a chill. Gary's missing remains a maze with no exit. Investigators puzzled over Gary's fate. His physical strength and survival skills, honed in the military, made him the most likely to endure the forest's harshness. Yet the Sierra's winter, with temperatures below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, was merciless. If Gary survived, where did he go? The police searched rivers, cliffs, and ravines, thinking he fell or wandered off. No tracks, no bones, no evidence emerged. Some theorized he fled, perhaps in a psychotic state, hiding in the wilderness or beyond. Others feared foul play, his body concealed by an unknown hand. The Yuba County Five is a specter, Gary's absence a fire that burns without light. The families, especially Gary's, grappled with his loss. His mother, Ida Mathias, clung to hope, believing he was alive, perhaps amnesiac or lost. She recalled his charm, his love for basketball, his struggle with illness. The other families, mourning their sons, wondered if Gary held the key. Was he a victim like the others or a catalyst for their doom? The police issued missing person flyers for Gary, his intense eyes staring from posters across California. Tips came, sightings in Sacramento, whispers of a drifter, but none panned out. The Yuga County Five is a wound, Gary's family a scream into the dark. The media seized on Gary's story, their headlines stark: "Fifth man missing in Yuba mystery." The Sacramento Bee speculated about his schizophrenia, painting him as a leader gone astray. Radio shows debated his survival, some calling him a runaway, others a victim. The public, gripped by the case's strangeness, saw Gary as the puzzle's missing piece. His absence fueled theories. Did he orchestrate the group's trek, only to vanish? Or was he taken, his fate hidden by the forest or a stranger? The Yuba County Five is a shadow, Gary's story a call to face the unknown. Investigators revisited the trailer hoping for signs of Gary. Footprints, faint and weathered, offered no clarity. The untouched food and unlit propane suggested confusion or restraint, but whose? Gary's training might have led him to the trailer, yet he was not there. The police considered abduction, but no ransom or motive surfaced. His schizophrenia raised the possibility of a psychotic break, leading him deeper into the forest or to a distant town. The Yuba County Five is a chill, Gary's fate a riddle that haunts the investigation. Pluma's National Forest remains, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, Gary's disappearance a haunting refrain. Ted, Jack, Bill, Jackie. Their bodies were found, but Gary is a ghost, his absence a void that swallows answers. Did he survive, only to vanish? Was he lost to the wilderness or something darker? The case is a specter, its missing man a whisper that shakes Yuba City. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra's heart. The wind howls through Plumas National Forest, carrying a chill that seeps into the bones of Yuba City. It is 1978, and the disappearance of the Yuba County Five, Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, Jackie Hewitt, and Gary Mathias, has gripped California with dread. Their Mercury Montego, found abandoned on a snowy mountain road, and the grim discovery of 4 bodies in June, leave only questions. Ted starved in a trailer full of food, Jack, Bill, and Jackie died of exposure, and Gary remains a ghost, his body unfound. Theories swirl like the Sierra's snow, each a desperate grasp at truth, wrong turns, foul play, or Gary's fractured mind leading them to doom. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its early theories a chilling whisper of a mystery that refuses to unravel. The simplest theory is a wrong turn, gone terribly wrong. The boys, after leaving a Chico basketball game on February 24th, were meant to drive 50 miles south to Yuba City. Instead, their car was found 70 miles northeast, in Plumas National Forest, on a remote road they had no reason to take. Detectives speculate Jack, the driver, missed a turn on Highway 70 or Route 99, veering toward Oroville and into the mountains. The men with mild disabilities might have been confused, their navigation faltering in the dark. Yet Jack's pride in his Montego and his familiarity with the route make this unlikely. The Yuba County Five is a void, the wrong turn theory a light that flickers weakly. The car's condition deepens the puzzle. Found in a shallow snowbank, it could have been freed with effort, yet was abandoned. No map showed their path, no signs of panic marked the seats. The boys, dressed in light jackets, were unprepared for the Sierra's sub-zero cold. Could they have followed a wrong road sign, chasing a shortcut that led to nowhere? The forest's isolation, far from any town, suggests a purpose, not a mistake. The public, reading headlines in the Sacramento Bee, struggles to believe 5 men could stray so far. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the wrong turn theory a maze with no exit. Foul play emerges as a darker hypothesis. The remote road, the missing keys, the untouched trailer supplies. Could someone have lured or forced the men into the forest? The police consider robbery, but the car held no valuables and the boys' wallets were intact. a local feud or random act of violence is possible, but no blood or struggle marked the scene. The trailer where Ted died was 20 miles from the car, a trek suggesting coercion or flight. Yet no witnesses reported strangers near Oroville. The Yuba County Five is a chill, the foul play theory a scream into the dark. Gary Mathias's schizophrenia fuels the most haunting theory. His medication, left in the car, suggests he was unmedicated, potentially lost to delusions. Gary, with Army training, was the group's unofficial leader, his sharp mind trusted by Ted, Jack, Bill, and Jackie. Could a psychotic episode have driven him to lead them into the mountains, chasing a vision only he saw? The others, loyal and less questioning due to their disabilities, might have followed without protest. The trailer's untouched food and unlit propane could reflect Gary's disordered thinking, preventing survival. The Yuba County Five is a specter, Gary's role a fire that burns without light. Investigators explore Gary's past, his Army discharge after a psychotic break in Germany raising red flags. His mother, Ida, insists he was stable on medication, a gentle man who loved basketball. But without his pills, paranoia or hallucinations could have taken hold. Did he convince the group to abandon the car, perhaps fearing pursuit? The 20-mile trek to the trailer, through deep snow, suggests determination or delusion. Gary's absence, no body, no trace, fuels speculation he fled, perhaps surviving. The Yuba County Five is a wound, Gary's theory a riddle that haunts the case. The public, gripped by media reports, leans into these theories. The Chico Enterprise record prints stories of lost travelers, while radio shows debate foul play or mental illness. Some residents whisper of a cult or conspiracy, the forest a stage for something sinister. Others believe the boys, vulnerable due to their disabilities, were targeted, their trust exploited. Each theory splashed across newspapers stirs fear in Yuba City, where parents lock their doors. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the public's speculation, a call to face the unknown. Detectives chase every hypothesis, but none hold. The wrong turn theory crumbles under Jack's driving habits. Foul play lacks evidence, no weapons, no suspects. Gary's schizophrenia explains the trek, but not his absence. They revisit the car, the trailer, the forest paths, finding only silence. Tips flood in. A hunter saw lights in the forest, a clerk recalls a nervous group, but none confirm. The families, clinging to hope, reject theories that blame Gary, insisting on their bond. The Yuba County Five is a chill, its theories a scream that fades into silence. Plumas National Forest looms, its pines a silent witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their theories a haunting refrain. The car, the trailer, Gary's missing pills, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. Were they lost, lured, or led by a broken mind? The case is a specter, its early theories a whisper that shakes the valley. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra's heart. The moon hangs low over Plumas National Forest, its pale light casting shadows that dance like ghosts among the pines. It is 2025, and the Yuba County Five case, born in the frozen night of February 24th, 1978, remains a mystery that grips California's heart. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt were found dead in June 1978, their bodies scattered in the Sierra wilderness, victims of starvation and cold. Gary Mathias, the fifth man, is still missing, his absence a void that haunts the case. Eyewitness reports, fleeting and strange, offer glimpses of that fateful night, but their truths are as elusive as the forest's secrets. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its witnesses a chilling whisper of a night that refuses to speak clearly. The most compelling account comes from Joseph Shans, a 55-year-old man who found himself stranded in the forest on February 24, 1978. Driving to his cabin near Oroville, Shans suffered a heart attack. His car stuck in snow just a quarter mile from where the boy's Mercury Montego was later found. Around midnight, He saw headlights and heard voices, believing a group was nearby. In pain, he called out for help, glimpsing a woman with a baby and a group of men. One voice, he claimed, told him to shut up. Hours later, he saw flashlights, possibly the boys, but no one aided him. The Yuga County Five is a void. Sean's story a light that flickers in the dark. Sean's account is troubling, its details murky. He staggered to a lodge by morning, surviving his ordeal, but his story raised questions. Was the woman with a baby real, or a hallucination born of pain and cold? Were the men he saw the Yuga County Five, or others in the forest? The police interviewed Sean's, noting his heart attack might have clouded his memory. The Montego, found near his car, suggested the boys were close, but why didn't they help? Did they fear him, or were they already lost? The Yuba County Five is a shadow. Sean's testimony a maze with no exit. Another sighting came from Brownsville, a small town near the forest. On February 25th, a store clerk reported seeing the five men at a convenience store, buying snacks just hours after their Chico stop. They seemed nervous, she said, huddled together, their faces tense. The clerk's description matched the boys, Ted's tall frame, Gary's intense eyes, but the timing was off. The Montego was already in the forest, 70 miles away. Was this a mistake, or did the boys backtrack before vanishing? The police investigated, but no receipts or footage confirmed the sighting. The Yuba County Five is a chill. The Brownsville report a scream into the dark. Other witnesses added fragments to the puzzle. A forest ranger recalled headlights on the service road that night, their beams cutting through the snow. A hunter, weeks later, reported hearing shouts in the forest, but the snow muffled any trace. These accounts, vague and unverified, fueled speculation. Were the boys seen before or after they abandoned the car? Did they encounter others? Sean's, a woman, or someone else? The police chased each lead, knocking on doors in Oroville and Brownsville, but found only dead ends. The Yuba County Five is a specter, its eyewitnesses a fire that burns without light. The media seized on these reports, their headlines stark. Witnesses saw Yuba 5 before disappearance. The Sacramento Bee detailed Sean's story, sparking debate about its reliability. Radio shows in Chico replayed the Brownsville sighting, callers theorizing about strangers in the forest. The public, gripped by the case's strangeness, wove tales of abductions or secret meetings. The boys' disabilities, Ted's autism, Gary's schizophrenia, made them vulnerable, some said, easy prey for a predator. Yet no evidence of foul play emerged, only whispers of a night gone wrong. The Yuba County Five is a wound, the media a call to face the unknown. Families grappled with these accounts, their hope fading. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, doubted Sean's story, insisting her son would have helped a stranded man. Ida Mathias, Gary's mother, clung to the Brownsville sighting, praying her son was alive. The police, led by Deputy Jim Harris, cross-checked timelines, but the witnesses' stories clashed with the car's location. The trailer where Ted died, 20 miles away, suggested a long trek, not a quick store visit. The eyewitness reports, compelling yet contradictory, deepened the family's pain. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the witnesses a riddle that haunts their grief. Investigators puzzled over the implications. Sean's account hinted at others in the forest, perhaps explaining the boys' fear or flight. The Brownsville sighting, if true, suggested they doubled back. But why? The lack of physical evidence, no footprints, no items beyond the car, left the reports unverified. Gary's missing medication, found in the Montego, pointed to a possible delusion guiding their path. The police re-interviewed Sean's, but his story shifted, muddied by time. The Yuba County Five is a chill, its eyewitnesses a scream that fades into silence. Pluma's National Forest looms, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their witnesses a haunting refrain. Sean's, the Brownsville clerk, the fleeting lights, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. Were the boys seen, or were the sightings shadows of hope? The case is a specter, its accounts a whisper that shakes Yuba City. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuga County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra's heart. The fog clings to Plumas National Forest, a veil that hides the truth in its icy folds. It is 2025, and the Yuga County Five case, born in the dark of February 24, 1978, remains a shadow that haunts California. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt were found dead in June 1978, their bodies scattered across the Sierra wilderness, victims of cold and starvation. Gary Mathias, the fifth man, is still missing, his absence a wound that festers. The investigation, dogged by challenges, falters against the forest's silence and time's decay. The families, bound by grief and hope, fight to keep the case alive, their voices a desperate plea for answers. The Yuga County Five is a wound, its investigation a chilling whisper of a truth that slips away. The Yuba County Sheriff's Department, led by Deputy Jim Harris, faced a nightmare in 1978. Plumas National Forest, sprawling over 1 million acres, was a frozen fortress in February, its trails buried under 3 feet of snow. Search teams equipped with helicopters and bloodhounds battled blizzards and sub-zero temperatures, their efforts thwarted by the Sierra's harsh terrain. The Mercury Montego, found abandoned on a service road, offered no clear path. Footprints vanished, scents faded. The boys' light clothing, unfit for the cold, made survival unlikely. Yet the trailer where Ted died, stocked with food, deepened the mystery. The Yuba County Five is a void, the forest a scream into the dark. Evidence was scarce and fleeting. The Montego, stuck in a shallow snowbank, held candy wrappers and Gary's medication, but no blood or signs of struggle. The keys missing hinted at a deliberate act, but by whom? The trailer, 20 miles away, contained unopened cans and an unlit propane tank, suggesting confusion or restraint. Forensic science in 1978 was limited. No DNA, no advanced tracking. The coroner confirmed hypothermia for Jack, Bill, and Jackie, and starvation for Ted, but could not explain why they abandoned the car or ignored the supplies. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the evidence a maze with no exit. Witness accounts like Joseph Shans's tale of headlights and voices were unreliable. Shans, recovering from a heart attack, offered a muddled story of a woman and men in the forest, but no proof linked it to the boys. The Brownsville store sighting, where a clerk claimed to see the 5 men, clashed with the car's location, 70 miles away. Detectives chased these leads, interviewing locals in Oroville and beyond, but found only contradictions. Tips flooded in. A hiker saw lights, a driver heard shouts, but none held up. The Yuba County Five is a chill, the witnesses a riddle that haunts the case. The families became the investigation's heart. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, refused to accept her son's death as a simple accident. She drove to Oroville, questioning rangers and locals, her son's pride in his car, a clue he would not abandon it lightly. Imogene Wire, Ted's mother, visited his grave, tormented by his starvation amid food. Bill's and Jackie's parents, devout and heartbroken, organized vigils, their faith a shield against despair. Ida Mathias, Gary's mother, clung to hope her son was alive, his schizophrenia a painful lens for the mystery. The Yuba County Five is a specter, the family's a fire that burns without light. The families pushed the police, pooling $2,600 for a reward and plastering Yuba City with flyers. They appeared on radio shows, their voices trembling as they described the boys' bond and their Gateway Gators team. Melba spoke of Jack's Army service, Imogene of Ted's love for basketball. They challenged theories blaming Gary, insisting his medication kept him stable. Their efforts kept the case in the news, with the Sacramento Bee printing their pleas. Help us find our boys. The public, moved by their grief, joined searches, their boots crunching through the forest. The Yuba County Five is a wound, the families a call to face the dark. Investigators struggled with the boys' disabilities. Ted's autism and Bill's and Jackie's intellectual challenges made their actions hard to predict, yet their trust in each other was clear. Gary's schizophrenia, without his pills, suggested a possible delusion guiding them into the forest. But why did they trek 20 miles to a trailer only to die? The police explored foul play, but no suspects or motives emerged. The trailer's untouched supplies baffled them. Why did Ted, who survived weeks, not eat? The Yuba County Five is a chill, the investigation a scream that fades into silence. Time was the greatest enemy. By June 1978, when the bodies were found, evidence had degraded. Snow-melted footprints, animals' scattered remains. Witnesses' memories faded, and rural Oroville offered few records. The families, frustrated by the police's limits, hired private investigators, but they too found nothing. The case grew cold, its files piling up in Yuba County Sheriff's Office, a testament to a mystery unsolved. The Yuba County Five is a shadow. The challenge is a whisper that shakes the valley. Pluma's national forest looms, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their investigation a haunting refrain. The car, the trailer, the missing Gary, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. Were the boys lost, lured, or led astray? The families, their hope a flickering flame, keep the case alive. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five remain. Their mystery, a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra's heart. The stars above Pluma's National Forest flicker like fading hopes, casting a dim glow over a mystery that refuses to rest. It is 2025, and the Yuba County Five case, born in the frozen night of February 24, 1978, haunts California's collective memory. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt were found dead in June 1978, their bodies scattered in the Sierra wilderness, victims of cold and starvation. Gary Mathias, the fifth man, remains missing, his absence a shadow that deepens the enigma. The media, from 1978 newspapers to modern podcasts, has woven the case into a legend, its strangeness gripping hearts across decades. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its cultural impact a chilling whisper that echoes through time. In 1978, the case seized Yuba City's attention with a ferocity that shook the Sacramento Valley. The Sacramento Bee broke the story on February 26th, its headline stark: 5 men vanish after Chico game. The article detailed the boys' disappearance, their Mercury Montego found abandoned in Plumas National Forest, 70 miles from their path home. Photos of the car, snowbound and lonely, filled front pages, while the boys' faces, Ted's shy smile, Gary's intense eyes, stared from flyers. Radio stations like KFBK broadcast their descriptions, urging listeners to search. The Yuba County Five is a void, the early media a scream into the dark. The discovery of 4 bodies in June 1978 fueled a media frenzy. The Chico Enterprise record ran chilling updates. 4 of Yuba 5 found dead in forest. Ted's starvation in a trailer stocked with food, Jack, Bill, and Jackie's deaths by exposure. These details stunned readers. Television news, from Sacramento's KCRA to national networks, aired footage of the forest, its pines a backdrop to tragedy. Reporters speculated wildly, a wrong turn, foul play, or Gary's schizophrenia leading them astray. The public, horrified by the boys' disabilities and vulnerability, leaned in, their fear and fascination growing. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the media a maze with no exit. The case's strangeness earned it a grim nickname, the American Dyatlov Pass. Comparisons to the 1959 Russian mystery, where 9 hikers died inexplicably, filled news reports. The Sacramento Bee printed theories of cults, abductions, or supernatural forces, each feeding the public's dread. Talk shows hosted the families, Melba Madruga's tears, and Ida Mathias's hope for Gary's survival tugging at viewers' hearts. The boys' Gateway Gators team, a symbol of their bond, became a rallying point, their story a cautionary tale of trust and loss. The Yuba County Five is a chill, the media's storm of fire that burns without light. By the 1980s, the case grew cold, but its cultural grip endured. True crime magazines revisited the mystery, their lurid covers showing the Montego in snow. Books like Things Aren't Right by Tony Wright later chronicled the case, their pages dissecting the trailer's untouched supplies and Gary's absence. The 1990s saw renewed interest as the internet emerged, with early forums like Web Sleuths buzzing with theories. Users debated Joseph Sean's sighting of headlights and a woman, or the Brownsville store clerk's claim. Each post a thread in a digital tapestry of speculation. The Yuga County Five is a specter, its early coverage a call to face the dark. The 21st century brought a new wave of fascination. Podcasts like Morbid and The Vanished dedicated episodes to the case, their narrators lingering on Ted's frostbitten feet in the trailer's unlit propane. Listeners, gripped by the what-ifs, flooded X with posts, some calling it a conspiracy, others a tragic mistake. The 2020 Netflix docuseries Unsolved Mysteries reignited global interest, its episode Mystery on the Rooftop recreating the boys' final night. Drone shots of Plumas National Forest, paired with interviews from the families, stirred millions. The Yuba County Five is a wound, the modern media a scream that echoes anew. The Unsolved Mysteries episode, streamed worldwide, made the case a cultural touchstone. It detailed the boys' disabilities, their love for basketball, and the baffling trailer scene, asking why Ted starved amid food. Social media exploded, with the Yuba County Five trending as users shared theories: Gary's schizophrenia, a hidden assailant, or a wrong turn. The families featured in the episode renewed their plea for answers, Ida Mathias still hoping for Gary's return. The public from California to Europe sent tips to the Yuba County Sheriff, though most led nowhere. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the docuseries a light that casts new questions. The media's impact kept the case alive. In Yuba City, the boys' story is taught in schools, a reminder of vulnerability and mystery. Annual vigils at the forest's edge draw strangers, their candles flickering for Ted, Jack, Bill, Jackie, and Gary. The case inspires art, paintings of the Montego, songs about lost friends, each a tribute to a tragedy unsolved. Yet the coverage, while powerful, cannot answer why the boys drove into the forest or what became of Gary. The Yuba County Five is a chill, its cultural echo a riddle that haunts the nation. Plumas National Forest stands, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their media a haunting refrain. The car, the trailer, Gary's absence, they are pieces of a puzzle that refuses to fit. Were they lost, lured, or betrayed? The case is a specter, its coverage a whisper that shakes California and beyond. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five remain, their mystery a wound that lingers, a shadow that stretches across the Sierra's heart. The shadows of Plumas National Forest stretch long and cold, their edges blurring into a mystery that defies time. It is 2025, and the Yuba County Five case, born in the frozen night of February 24, 1978, remains a wound that haunts California. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling, and Jackie Hewitt died in the Sierra wilderness, their bodies found in June 1978, victims of cold and starvation. Gary Mathias, the fifth man, is still missing, his absence a void that echoes across decades. The case, often called the American Dyatlov Pass, shares a chilling kinship with other unsolved mysteries. Dyatlov Pass, the Isdal woman, the Tamam Shud case, each a puzzle of inexplicable behavior and unanswered questions. The Yuba County Five is a specter, its parallels a chilling whisper of the unknown's grip on the human soul. The Dyatlov Pass incident of 1959. Russia is the Yuba case's closest kin. 9 hikers, young and experienced, died in the Ural Mountains, their bodies found in bizarre conditions, some half-dressed, one missing a tongue, their tent slashed from within. Like the Yuba Five, they abandoned safety, fleeing their camp into sub-zero cold for no clear reason. The Yuba boys left a working car, Dyatlov's group a sturdy tent, both groups defying survival instincts. Theories of avalanches, military tests, or madness swirled around Dyatlov, much like the Yuba speculation of wrong turns or Gary's schizophrenia. The Yuga County Five is a void, Dyatlov's shadow, a scream into the dark. The Isdal woman of 1970 Norway mirrors the Yuba case's enigma. Found burned in a remote valley, her identity was hidden by false names and coded notes. Her death violent yet unexplained. Like Gary Mathias, her true fate remains unknown, her body a clue without a context. The Yuba Five's trailer, stocked with untouched food, echoes the Isdal woman's abandoned belongings. Luggage, wigs, a mystery left untouched. Both cases grip their nations, their strangeness fueling theories of espionage or foul play. The Yuga County Five is a shadow, the Isdal woman a maze with no exit. The Tamam Shud case of 1948, Australia shares the Yuba Five's haunting anonymity. A man found dead on a beach carried a scrap of paper reading Tamam Shud, finished, in Persian. His identity, like Gary's fate, remained elusive for decades, his suitcase and cryptic code taunting investigators. The Yuba Five's Mercury Montego, with candy wrappers and missing keys, parallels the Tamam Shud man's sparse clues. Both cases sparked public obsession, their mysteries a canvas for speculation, poison, espionage, or simple tragedy. The Yuga County Five is a chill, Tamam Shud a fire that burns without light. These cases share a core of inexplicable behavior. The Yuba Five trekked 20 miles to a trailer ignoring food and heat, just as Dyatlov's hikers fled their tent, some barefoot. The Isdal woman's false identities in the Tamam Shud man's code suggest hidden lives, much like Gary's schizophrenia hinting at a fractured reality. Each group or individual acted against reason, their choices a puzzle that defies logic. The Yuba Five's disabilities, like the Dyatlov hikers' experience, make their actions even stranger. The Yuga County Five is a specter. Its parallels a call to face the dark. Media amplified these mysteries, binding them in cultural memory. The Sacramento Bee's coverage of the Yuba Five echoed Soviet reports on Dyatlov, both stirring public fear. The Isdal woman's story, splashed across Norwegian papers, paralleled the Yuba Five's Netflix Unsolved Mysteries episode in 2020, each reigniting global curiosity. Posts on X compare the cases, users noting the eerie similarities, abandoned safety, missing answers. The Yuba Five's trailer, like Dyatlov's tent, became a symbol of survival denied. The Yuga County Five is a wound, its kin a chorus of the unresolved. The families of the Yuba Five, like those in other cases, fueled the search for truth. Melba Madruga's pleas mirrored the Dyatlov family's demands for Soviet transparency. Ida Mathias's hope for Gary echoed the Isdal woman's relatives, if they existed, seeking her name. These mysteries, unsolved, became cultural touchstones, inspiring books, films, and podcasts. The Yuba Five's Gateway Gators team, like Dyatlov's hiking club, symbolized lost potential, their stories warnings of vulnerability. The Yuga County Five is a shadow, its parallels a riddle that haunts the world. Pluma's National Forest looms, its silence a witness to a tragedy shared by others. The Yuga County Five endure, their mystery a haunting refrain. The car, the trailer, Gary's absence. They align with Dyatlov's tent, the Isdal woman's notes, the Tamam Shud scrap. Why did they act against survival? What secrets did they carry? The case is a ghost, its parallels a whisper that echoes across continents. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuga County Five linger, their enigma a scar that binds them to the world's great mysteries, a darkness that cloaks the Sierra's soul. The wind whispers through Plumas National Forest, carrying the ghosts of a tragedy that time cannot bury. It is 2025, and the Yuga County Five case, born in the frozen night of February 24th, 1978, remains a scar on California's heart. Ted Wire, Jack Madruga, Bill Sterling and Jackie Hewitt were found dead in June 1978, their bodies scattered in the Sierra wilderness, victims of starvation and cold. Gary Mathias, the fifth man, is still missing, his fate a void that haunts the living. The case, etched into Yuba City's soul, endures as a legend of loss and mystery, its questions unanswered, its legacy a mirror to a community's grief. The Yuga County Five is a specter, its story a chilling echo that lingers in the pines. The legacy of the Yuga County Five is a wound that never heals. In Yuba City, the boys are more than a mystery. They are sons, brothers, friends, forever tied to the Gateway Gators, their basketball team that gave them purpose. Their names, Ted, Jack, Bill, Jackie, Gary, are spoken at annual vigils where candles flicker at the forest's edge. The community, shaken in 1978, still mourns, their story taught in schools as a reminder of vulnerability and trust. The Montego, abandoned in the snow, is a symbol of loss, its image haunting local memory. The Yuba County Five is a void, its legacy a scream that resonates through generations. The families carry the heaviest burden. Melba Madruga, Jack's mother, passed in the 1990s, her heart broken by unanswered questions. Imogene Wire, Ted's mother, spent years visiting his grave, tormented by his starvation amid food. Bill's and Jackie's parents, now elderly or gone, left behind prayers for closure. Ida Mathias, Gary's mother, still hopes in 2025, her son's absence a daily ache. She keeps his basketball jersey, faded but cherished, believing he may yet return. The family's vigils, their pleas in the Sacramento Bee, keep the case alive, a testament to love unyielding. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, the family's a fire that burns without end. The case's cultural impact endures, fueled by media from 1978 to today. The 2020 Netflix Unsolved Mysteries episode brought the story to millions, its drone shots of Plumas National Forest chilling viewers worldwide. Posts on X, trending with Shar Yuba County Five, debate the trailer's untouched food and Gary's missing pills. Podcasts like Morbid and books like Things Aren't Right by Tony Wright dissect the case, their words painting a tragedy without answers. The boys' faces once on flyers now live online, their smiles a stark contrast to their fate. The Yuba County Five is a chill, its media a call to face the dark. Unanswered questions keep the mystery alive. Why did the boys drive 70 miles into the forest, abandoning a working car? Why did Ted starve in a trailer stocked with food, his frostbitten feet a clue to a desperate trek? What became of Gary, his schizophrenia a shadow over the case? The trailer, 20 miles from the Montego, suggests a journey driven by fear or delusion, yet no evidence explains it. Was it a wrong turn, foul play, or something stranger? Joseph Schanz's sighting of headlights and voices remains unverified, a haunting fragment. The Yuba County Five is a specter, its questions a riddle that defies reason. The investigation, though cold, stirs in 2025. The Yuba County Sheriff's Department, spurred by public interest, re-examines old files, hoping modern forensics, DNA, satellite mapping, might yield clues. Tips from Unsolved Mysteries viewers, claiming sightings of Gary in distant states, lead nowhere. The forest, searched again with drones, guards its secrets, its pines silent. The boys' disabilities, Ted's autism, Gary's schizophrenia, complicate theories, their trust in each other a tragic thread. The police, like the families, refuse to close the case, its files await in their archives. The Yuba County Five is a wound, its probe a whisper that fades into silence. The case's place in history is cemented by its strangeness. Dubbed the American Dyatlov Pass, it joins mysteries like the Isdal woman and Tamam Shud, each a puzzle of inexplicable choices. The boys' trek, like Dyatlov's hikers fleeing their tent, defies survival instincts. Gary's absence, like the Isdal woman's hidden identity, fuels speculation of a life beyond the tragedy. Yuba City embraces the case as a call for compassion, its memorials honoring the vulnerable. The Yuba County Five is a shadow, its legacy a mirror to humanity's need for answers. Pluma's National Forest stands, its silence a witness to a tragedy untold. The Yuba County Five endure, their story a haunting refrain. The car, the trailer, Gary's ghost, they are fragments of a puzzle that time cannot solve. Were they lost, led, or betrayed? The families, the media, the unanswered questions, they keep the boys alive in memory. The case is a ghost, its legacy a murmur that shakes the valley, a darkness that cloaks the Sierra's depths. From 1978 to 2025, the Yuba County Five linger, their mystery an ache that haunts California, a shadow cast across the ages. And so, the winds of Yuga County fall silent once more. 5 souls, lost, found, and changed, drift across the dusk like echoes in a broken hymn. Some say the shadows still whisper their names. Others swear they see them, just beyond the tree line, just before dawn. But the truth? The truth was buried long before the final scream faded. This was not just a case. It was a curse. You've been listening to the Yuga County Five, one of many forgotten files from the vault of dark memory we call Sanctified Secrets. Subscribe and never go alone into the woods.